Okay, this is it. We are on. Thanks for joining us today. This is Rich Girl Live. How are you? How did your week go? How did you like implementing some of the things that we talked about the last 2 weeks? And what did you change? Okay, talk to us because in the comments here, you can just write as much as you want, go crazy. Honestly, this is, we are people supporting people. So when you comment, it's a great support, not only to this broadcast, but to the other people who are watching and listening. Okay, this is Rich Girl Live, and I am Suzanne Brothers Farley, and I'm hosting this with you today. These broadcasts are here to offer topics every single week for you to experience increased support towards your wonderful dreams, your desires, and your goals, and then add a ton of abundance, right? Abundance and joy and happiness, emotionally understanding yourself better. And I am dedicated to this cause. So here we go. Success is different. You know what? It's different to everyone. Everybody's definition of their success. You ask 100 people, you're going to get 100 answers, right? But many of the keys that create more success are presented in this form for you and for you to share with other people. So thank you for sharing them. You can find past recording topics on YouTube, and they are under Suzanne Brothers Rich Girl. So they're all there. You can find them. Let's start with this topic. Okay, let's start. So what have you done differently in the last couple of weeks? Talk about that. Present it, because that will encourage other people to do the same thing. I promise you it will. Type that in the comments. Be sure to plug into the topic of time in the last 2 weeks, because honestly, wanting more harmony, more direction, you got to start with important basics, and that is basic. That of time management and surrounding yourself with that priceless gift of you managing your resources, which that's key in number one, right? It's key in number one. So when an organization or a person has it, okay, has the success is so natural that that organization will grow. It can't help but grow. They seem to be unstoppable. When you have it, I'm telling you, everyone can tell. When one doesn't have it, everyone can tell. It's unique, it's powerful, it's always life-changing. It's a cause that others want to join in on. It's much bigger than anyone's just oneself. It can be controversial at times too, and sometimes even misunderstood. Hard to find, but impossible to miss. So you may think of it as being in the zone, or when you've got your groove on, right? I'm going to refer to it as two things today, it and vision, because it's going to encompass the whole the whole tamale. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to look at somebody. Oh, okay, Kay is on, Pat is on. Hi, my friend. Becky is on. Good to see you again, Becky. Last week we recorded in Suzanne Brothers. We didn't even know we were doing that. So if you went on Facebook Live and you were looking for Rich Girl, probably didn't see me there right away. So thanks for searching that out. Deb, thank you also for being on too. Deborah, Kara's on as well. Okay, I think you're going to like this topic, you guys. I know you are. Because when it walks in the room, do you feel it? Oh, you better believe you feel it. It is energy, it's light, it's power, it's magnetism, it's electric. It is totally electric. And if you have ever been part of it, you knew that you were part of something pretty special. Most leaders, they want it, but few actually have it. I know that I have experienced it, and that's why I'm talking to you about this today, because I know I've experienced it. When I knew it, I was totally in the groove, playing my best game. It was exciting. Sleep was an interruption. I was eager to wake up every single day. Huge successes were being experienced within our organization in which I led. And I got to tell you, I didn't feel pressured. I didn't feel tired. I wasn't worried. In fact, it was just the opposite of all of that. It's awesome, you guys. And having it made it possible to be able to pass it on to other people. Made it possible. We pass on what we have. So growing others with this kind of energy and achievement just fed the flames of fire. So then you might be asking me, well, why are you talking about this, Suzanne? Because something happened. Something happened after the it. I lost it. I lost my it. Yeah, I did. I really did. I allowed my vision, my passion, I allowed it to slowly dwindle. It quit. Okay. I mourned its loss. And then after some time after the mourning, I'd have a really honest reflection, which I did. And then I found it again. So this is the story today. And the next week, for sure, because it's two parts, the story of finding your it. So my question to all of you, and I know you got to keep typing here because we're going to be interactive today. My question to you is, have you ever struggled in your life because you lacked vision or you lacked an it? Where have you struggled? Talk to me about that, or even private message me. Though there are some hearing this that know exactly what I'm talking about, because you know that when you have it, nothing else will do. Nothing even seems to hold much meaning. And people around you, they want to join in. They want to join in on your it because they want that energy. They want that kind of focus to just get all over them. To an outsider, though, with a critical heart, we can be judged as a little crazy or even fanatic, okay? But to those who've experienced it, life is different. They know and they feel that they are a part of what God is doing. So, is it a gift from God? Can everyone get it? Can everybody keep it once they do get it? And if they've lost it, can they get it back? Now, if we're really serious about this, we must be aware of a couple of things, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. So even type out any of your comments about this. Be aware of the internal guards in your mind. And those guards, their primary job is to defend the status quo of what's going on with you. Yeah, exactly. That's their job. They resist change for you. They are guarding no change. These internal guards do not want you to make life-changing decisions. They don't want you to make decisions that will be a change, because remember, your mind does not like change. But without decisions and without making changes towards those decisions, nothing, I mean, nothing will ever happen. And then what a price that is to be paid. And I will tell you quite openly, I was unwilling to pay that price. So let's move into vision, because that's what the it is all about. See, without vision, people will become comfortable in that status quo. And later they're going to love the status quo. And eventually they'll even give their best to protect what is, never dreaming about what could or should be. We all need a vision with a definition. We all need a vision with a definition. And you guys, it's not words on a banner or a business card or a website. That all does not equal vision. However, those tools will serve you well and they're useful. An idea is not a vision. It's not a vision unless it's God's idea. There are no shortcuts, you guys, no shortcuts. We have to be open to change. We must become the change that we want to see. Helen Keller has a famous quote, and you'll probably be reminded about this as well. She says that worse than being blind would be to be able to see but not have any vision. The question is, and always has been this: what is your compelling vision for your life and for your business? What has God uniquely prepared you, the leader within you, to accomplish? That's the question. That's always going to be the question. Without a compelling vision, people kind of like tires on a car. They get out of alignment and then they quickly wear out. Without a constant, compelling vision, consistently redirected to a fixed landmark, what happens? We drift. So does everybody else around us. Those who are involved may dwindle, they may burn out, they may grow frustrated, they may disagree or crash and take other people with them. There is an illustration that I heard one time that I think really this story just kind of puts it to the test here. It's actually a really true story too. I'm gonna look and see what you guys have noticed here. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys. Oh, you're agreeing with me. Good. Jeanette and Aquila, welcome to the call today. Yes, thank you. Okay, told you I was going to give a story. I'm going to give you a story. Okay, it's like a greyhound dog on a racetrack. To keep the dogs running in the right direction, okay, around the racetrack, a man in a box controls a mechanical rabbit, keeping it just in front of the dogs, far away enough that the dogs cannot catch it. They chase it all around the track. One time in Florida, a man in the control box started the rabbit off and the dogs began to race. And at first, the first turn, there was a short in the electrical system, causing the mechanical rabbit, to explode. Suddenly, the dogs did not know what to do. They didn't know what to do. There was no rabbit to chase, just a little piece of fur hanging on a wire. That's all, going around. Some of these bewildered dogs just sat on the track, and a few ran through the fence, broke some ribs. Some of the dogs howled at the people in the stands. But guess what? Not one dog finished the race. Not one dog. So you see, it's the same thing for us. Without a compelling vision, people drift. They drift too. And some of them even howl. Can you say your vision in one breath? Because that's what it should be. Short. Your vision should be short. You can say it in one breath. Make it clear. Make it crisp. Make it memorable. Make it so that it's before you all the time. Don't blow up. Don't get out of your view. So my vision was super simple and communicated all the time. And I mean super simple. You're not going to be impressed. But it was my vision, and I could communicate it. I want you to know. And here's what it was. Okay? We make money and have fun. Period. Exclamation mark. Lots of them. Okay? Then it expanded to this. We are number one, and we make money and we have fun. Then there was another expanded version of that. But that's where we started, you guys. Seriously, that's what it was. The expanded version of this vision was, we move women up the career ladder with faith being guiding light, with faith being the guiding light. Their family second, and the career where they can make a lot of money and have a lot of fun and take a lot of people with them. That was really the expanded version of it. You see, your vision must be something that burns in your heart, but it's too big for you to do on your own. It's got to be too big for you to do on your own, because if you could do it on your own, then you wouldn't need God, right? This vision should capture attention, stir up some hearts, be irresistibly moving. That is why I have many stories to back up my vision in my business. Many stories. I would tell them and I would retell them. Why? Because a story creates a picture. Now, why do I also tell stories, and why do I have stories to back up, have fun, and make money and be faithful? Is because, and also number one, why? Because vision leaks. It does. Just when you think you've thoroughly explained the vision, it's time to start over and communicate it all over again. Why? Why? Because vision leaks. Warning. I got a warning for you right now, as I'm going to come and read some of your comments. I got a warning for you, and this is it. Right after the God thought you have, right after you're looking for what is the compelling vision that you have for your life and your business, there will be another thought, and that is the second thought, and it's usually from the adversary. The second thought may come in the way of an excuse that you give yourself, or an example from your past that proves why you can't have this, shouldn't think this, whatever. And it may come in the way of this excuse or pulling some example out of the past, but for sure, the second thought will put you back on the hamster wheel. Okay? I just want you to be cautious of that second thought, because it's usually full of excuses, or I can't because blah, 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 blah. It'll give you all kinds of circumstances. So if you are saying to yourself right now, but Suzanne, I don't know, I'm kind of lost right now, then what I want you to do is keep presenting this question in a very kind and loving question to yourself, knowing that the answers may come first. It's just like a little trickle, but keep asking the question. My friends, you've got to ask this question and continually ask it, because the answers definitely are there. And a lot of times they don't come in one big whoosh. They will come in a small, simple, little positive idea. But you'll know the difference between how God speaks to you and the adversary, because God always pushes you a little bit. gives you the encouragement, and it also makes you just a little fearful, but it's always good. It's always good. Now, I gotta say, my friends, it's not too late. You're not too old. You're not too young. You're not too any of this or that to create the desires of your heart and your vision. Because I know you have. I know you have it. You were born to have it. I'm going to look at some of the things that you've written now, and I'm going to wrap up. Okay. Yeah, Deb says the howlers are the worst. Isn't that true? Carissa, thanks for joining us. This is good. Thank you very much. I always appreciate you kudos and anything that you're getting out of this. I love that. Yeah, and Deborah says the second thought is always from the adversary or the devil. Exactly. Okay, let me see if I've got some more here to look at. I can't run down anymore after that. But I'm always going to respond to you after the call. Always. Okay. So, what do I have to say about this now? I want to say that if you're waiting for God to give you the answer, my friend, He's most likely waiting on you to ask. Just think about that for a second, right? Okay, sisters. Okay, let's get our it factor, because this life is great and we want to live it every single day of our life, don't we? This life is also fragile. Don't take it for granted. Answer the question, what is your compelling vision for your life and your business? And what has God uniquely prepared you and called you as the leader that you are to accomplish? So that's the question. What is your compelling vision for your life and your business? What has God uniquely prepared you as the leader that you are to accomplish? Part 2 next week are going to be supportive questions that will guide you to a solid vision. They're going to be supportive questions. They're going to be supporting what you've come up with today or this week, and they are all true. And then also how-tos on getting other people on board with this vision, inviting others to be a part of it so that your it will just get all over them. Got it? All right, you guys, it's been wonderful to spend some time with you today. Today is getting your it on. Okay. Don't forget to do that little bit of homework, you guys. Don't give yourself an excuse. Don't say you'll do it later, because later doesn't come. Do it now. It's probably going to be one of the most powerful things you can do. Whether you are active in a business, or you're looking for a business, or you're retired from a business, or you know what, everybody has an it in their life. They really do. So let's get our it on. Have a wonderful week out there. Thanks for joining Rich Girl today. Okay, big kisses to you. Thanks for joining us.